Obama endorsed Kamala Harris for president. A video of their phone call to the vice president released by her campaign.
We called to say Michelle and I couldn't be prouder to endorse you and to do everything we can to get you through this election and into the Oval Office.
She's scheduled to speak to her fundraising committee today. Former President Trump in Florida meets with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and addresses the right-wing youth organization Turning Point USA. Arson disrupts high-speed train service to Paris hours before today's Olympics opening ceremony.
France's state railway company says the fires were set at installations along the lines connecting the capital with the country's west, north, and east, and that services will be severely impacted during the weekend.
Fox's Chanley Painter, the train company, says an attempt to start a fire on another line was stopped. America's listening to Fox News.
The news is sponsored by Lee University, where you can expect something great.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at loganthompsonlaw.com.
Southern Heritage. There are a lot of banks, so what makes Southern Heritage Bank unique? It's our commitment to being unbelievably good as we identify and meet your needs. Stop by one of our 5 locations in Cleveland or Chattanooga and let us show you the difference our customers have come to expect. We strive to offer the latest banking technology, mobile wallet, online account opening, mobile banking with bill pay, and ATMs that allow cash or check deposit. All available 24/7 with a local community bank. Southern Heritage Bank, a division of First Citizens National Bank, member FDIC.
MixTV.tv. And we are on your phones, your mobile devices, through the free Mix 1041 app. Good morning to all of you. It is a Friday morning at 7:03, and we've got a very, very busy morning ahead, plus a busy morning of local and state news from the Logan Thompson Law News Desk. And in our news this morning, we understand, got late word that there was a traffic crash. Hang on. Sorry about that. 2 adults and 1 child were injured in a traffic crash last night on Stewart Road. It happened in front of Hobby Lobby at about 6:20 last night. 2 adults, 1 child transported to a local hospital, non-life-threatening injuries. The Bradley County Sheriff's Office has arrested 2 individuals in connection with a recent church burglary. Joshua Rutherford and Casey Rogers were apprehended after deputies responded to a burglary alarm at the Avenue Church on Perry Street Southeast. Deputies found evidence suggesting multiple break-ins over 2 nights. Both face numerous charges. The Chattanoogan.com reports that Jason Philip Diaz, an escapee from a mental health facility, has been sentenced to 10 years in federal prison for stealing 29 firearms from a Cleveland gun store. Appearing before federal judge Curtis Collier, Diaz's actions were described as entering the Gunworks gun shop through a law office ceiling next door and then trading one of the stolen firearms for fentanyl. Unemployment rates out for this area, county by county. Bradley County's unemployment rate up an entire percentage point to 3.9%. However, these are seasonal shifts. This is such as the educational payrolls, which go for some come off the payrolls in the month of June. This, of course, for the month of June. Also, McMinn County's rate increased to 4.6%. That's up from 3.5% in May. Polk County's unemployment rate up an entire percentage point to 4.1%. Meigs County unemployment rate also increased to 5%. That's the one of the highest in the area, that is. Ray County, highest unemployment in our area, 5.2%. But again, a lot of that is seasonal. This weekend, the state of Tennessee's annual sales tax holiday, it begins today, runs through Sunday. Tennesseans can purchase clothing and school supplies tax-free if they're priced at $100 or less. Buy computers, tax-free, priced at $1,500 or less. Qualifying items can be purchased, may be purchased online and in stores. You can find a list of qualifying items at tntaxholiday.com. Early voting ends tomorrow for this upcoming August 1st election. Early voting taking place today, ends tomorrow. And the hours for early voting, 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. today, 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. tomorrow. Remember, we have some differences in our early voting locations again this time around. OCI The Ramp on the north end at 410 Urbane Road. If you're going towards the Cleveland Family YMCA, it's just past the Y there off of or on Urbane. The Bradley County Election Commission office downtown on Broad Street. The Northeast Recreation Center on Berry Street, and another new location this year, the Bradley County Fire and Rescue Training Center. Now, if you've been in town a long time, you remember that's the old Waterville School on Dalton Pike, 3715 Dalton Pike. Any questions about early voting? Call the Bradley County Election Commission office. What an event they had yesterday at the Pie Center with the Smart Factory Institute and the Tennessee Manufacturers Association. The keynote speaker was Bob Kessling, voice of the volunteers, because 100 people said no. The Nissan Rogue SUV, manufactured in Smyrna, has now been named the winner of the inaugural Coolest Thing Made in Tennessee contest. Hosted by the Tennessee Chamber of Commerce, it highlighted Tennessee's manufacturing sector and drew over 75,000 votes from across the state. I would encourage you to look that up because there were some amazing items that I did not know were made in Tennessee. But the Nissan Rogue, and by the way, Thomas Williams, the general manager of Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland, sent me a message last night and said, hey, remind everybody they can find the Nissan Rogue SUV at Mountain View Nissan of Cleveland. We have some other news this morning, a big news morning here, as Hamilton Healthcare System in Dalton has been will rename their healthcare system. Of course, that's important, especially because they have purchased Tenova Healthcare Cleveland, a story that we broke here on Mix 1041 and MixTV.tv. Here's the system's new name. Virtuvian, and I hope I'm saying that right. Reggie, I tell you, that's going to be hard. We'll have to get used to this.
If we're relying on you to pronounce this, we're in trouble.
Vitruvian. You tell me.
Okay, well.
Now that's a bad sign to begin with here, folks. I'll go ahead and tell you. See, we're not cultured enough I'm not to know how to do this.
Me either.
Somebody tell me how to folks. I don't know. That's a tough one. It draws inspiration from Leonardo da Vinci inspired.
Yeah, you lost me there.
Yeah, that's it. We're out. Anyway, they're changing their name. We'll get to more of that later. Stories going. I will not try that again at 8 o'clock. Tourism leaders will unveil Chattanooga's newest festival. So this is a big story here. On this coming Monday, city leaders in Chattanooga, they're going to unveil a new multi-year music festival in Chattanooga that they expect to benefit residents, businesses, and artists. I'll just tell you, the announcement is going to include, this should tell you about this announcement Monday in Chattanooga, Barry White, no, not that one, President and CEO of Chattanooga Tourism, Donna L. Harrison, Director of Cultural Tourism at Chattanooga Tourism, the State Department of Tourist Development Commissioner, state senators, Hamilton County and Chattanooga mayors, and then, Bridget, a Music Hall of Famer. They didn't say who, but a major new music festival announced for Chattanooga on Monday.
So we're getting some help this morning from our listeners and also from Austin.
Go ahead.
Vitruvian.
What is it?
Vitruvian.
Vitruvian.
Yes. It's easy. You'll just stick with Hamilton, huh?
I'm staying with Hamilton. Hey, Fruit Loops, what are you telling me that you know how to say it?
Look, if you wanted to know something, all you gotta do is ask me.
Well, I've tried that before, and you've never come through.
It's Vitruvian.
What?
Vitruvian.
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 Use it in a sentence. I'm kidding. All right. What's a hard name to pronounce? That would be my sentence. It is coming up on 12 after 7. Get our first check of traffic.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. So far, things are looking great out there. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Waste Connections of Cleveland. Efficient, state-of-the-art automated curbside service. Find out more by visiting wasteconnections.com/ClevelandTN.
All right, time to get a great breakfast this morning at Hardee's, and there's definitely one near you.
Calling all business.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything bright. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT hand-breaded chicken sandwich.
45 years ago, Mermaid Mattress opened to serve the Chattanooga area. You know what else was going on 45 years ago?
Yes, the average cost of a house was $58,000.
Gas was just 86 cents a gallon, and Eric Estrada from Chips was on the cover of Tiger Beat magazine.
Who's that?
The internet wasn't even a thing yet, and a new mattress was only $199.
Times sure have changed.
45th anniversary two-sided mattress is now only $5.99 for any size.
Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
That's the best variety. Mix 104.1 inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. We go 7:16.
Pencils and paper are just part of what your child needs for school this year. They also need a great night's sleep. Let Mermaid Mattress help this weekend by paying your sales tax for all your back-to-school mattress needs.
For today, cloudy skies, a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible, a high of 86 and a low of 70 this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy again, and another stray shower or thunderstorm is possible tomorrow, a high of 86 and a low of 71. And then on Sunday, rain showers during the morning, scattered thunderstorms during the afternoon with a high of 85. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 72 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air weather radar this morning, we are looking great out there so far.
That's your big time weather prediction there?
No rain out there right now.
Good. All right, now this.
This weather forecast is brought to you by PhD Pharmacy, Key Street near Harrison Pike. Free delivery within 50-mile radius of Cleveland. Call Gina Mosier Patterson today at 423-614-6650.
Let's open the Mix 1041 prize vault. It's time to begin qualifying for Mix 1041's Free Movie Friday with the AMC Movie Theater at Bradley Square Mall. We're going to be giving away movie tickets this morning along with popcorn and drinks. And Bridget, we've got probably a record breaker. Deadpool and Wolverine has already opened, but they are expecting this weekend could go as high as $200 million.
Wow, I believe it.
So you want to win movie passes plus popcorn and drinks. Bridget, how do they get a hold of us?
Okay, 614-6499. You can call us on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line or text us on the Cleveland State Cougar line. So you can call or text 423-614-6499.
The best mix, the best variety. Mix 1041.
Rain in the Tennessee Valley to start off your weekend, but Clay, will those storms pick back up?
Yeah, Leah, we are going to be tracking more rain as we go into your Sunday, but Saturday trending a little bit drier. So we take a look at your headlines. Going to be that chance for a few pop-up showers today. Not going to be a big deal. Looks like primarily we're going to stay a little bit drier, and then going into your Saturday, much of the same. But however, things change on your Sunday. We're going to be tracking more chances of rain, and it's been pretty active over the last couple of weeks, so that's something that's going to continue here across the Tennessee Valley. Temperatures 75 in Chattanooga, 73 in Athens, 71 degrees in Blue Ridge. As we take a look at your highs across the region today, 81 in Spencer, 86 in Pikeville, 85 in Soddy Daisy. In the Blue Ridge Mountains, we're looking at 82 in Andrews, 86 in Tellico Plains across North Georgia, anywhere from the low to mid 80s here across the Tennessee Valley, 84 in Lafayette, 84 in Trenton, Northeast Alabama, much of the same. We'll have the mid 80s to even lower 80s down in DeKalb County, 82 degrees in Fort Payne. So here's a look at your satellite and radar. Again, not a lot to talk about other than the cloud cover and humidity. We have this low pressure and stationary front to our south, some moisture off to our west across middle Tennessee, but here locally, a lot of this green you're seeing moving across northern Sequatchie earlier, not hitting the ground. Again, this is very light rain, but the cloud cover very thick on this Friday morning. And as we get into your afternoon, we're going to have that chance for some pop-up showers and maybe even a thunderstorm or two. But notice the coverage not going to be that high, and we're only looking at a 20 to 30% chance of rain, mainly between about lunchtime and sunset. But if you have any plans to get out and about later today, overall I'm thinking things are looking pretty good. Here's a look at your weekend setup. So Saturday we're going to have the jet stream dipping a little bit to our west and that moisture coming in. So most of the rain going to stay into middle Tennessee, parts of Mississippi and North Alabama. But going into your Sunday, hence the split decision weekend, we're going to have more of that moisture coming in. The jet stream moves a little further off to the east, and we're going to have that moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, giving us a better chance of some showers. So go ahead and download that Local 3 weather app today. That way you can track out all those showers and storms that are going to move through as we move into your Sunday. So here's a look at your futurecast. Maybe a couple light showers north of Chattanooga as we go into your Friday morning. But by the afternoon, there's at least going to be a few pop-up showers and storms. But notice the coverage not going to be all that high for your Friday. By the evening hours, most of this fades away. So if you're going to an event like nightfall per se, things are looking pretty good. And then overnight, maybe a shower or two, but overall I'm thinking it's just going to be cloudy and muggy. Then going into your Saturday, we're trending again a little bit drier. Most of the moisture going to stay to our west. With that being said, the higher elevations, hence the Blue Ridge Mountains, could still have some of the
text machine. I thought Fruit Loops tried to baptize it again. No, so I've got to give you the typical fine print here, disclaimer, here in this election season. I'll give you a disclaimer. This does not guarantee you Deadpool. Now, if you get there and it's sold out, I'll give you Bridget's cell phone number.
Sure.
And you can just call her and say, hey, what happened? Anyway, no, we are giving away, it's a free movie Friday, so we're celebrating, of course, the big release, obviously, Deadpool and Wolverine. And we're giving these, we got a pair of movie passes plus popcorn and drinks. Really appreciate AMC at Bradley Square Mall. They're wonderful people. And you know what? Some of them are actually Christian people. And I know that surprises you. So if you want to win, we're just taking qualifiers here. Call or text 423-614-6499. Let's get our first check of our Simmons Bank celebration list.
Okay, happy birthday to Brittany Jackson. She is celebrating on Sunday.
Brittany Jackson, oh my goodness.
Former Lady Vol from right here in Bradley County.
And Barrett. And how about, how old is Turner Jackson? My goodness. Wow, he looks pretty old.
Happy birthday, Brittany. Also, Pastor Chris Barnes is celebrating tomorrow. He's our associate youth pastor at Mount Olive. Happy birthday to him. Scott Hill is 57 today. Crystal Horning is celebrating a birthday tomorrow. Now, you talk about how the birthday wishes are mushy a lot of times. You're going to like this one.
Let's go. Let's hear it.
This says, from your mean old husband and your bratty kids. We love you.
Who's that for, Crystal?
That's Crystal, yeah.
Crystal Horning, there you go.
Jean Nichols is having a birthday today. Joshua Dunn is 10 years old. Boyd and Elizabeth Bishop, they are celebrating their wedding anniversary today. And the wish says they are wonderful parents, grandparents, and awesome in-laws. Ethan Evers is 31 today, broadcasting teacher at Walker Valley.
How about that, Fruit Loops? He keeps us going up at Walker Valley, doesn't he?
Yes, yeah, we love Ethan, so happy birthday to you.
His sister, Erin Evers, worked here for a few years and escaped screaming, but went back down to their native Georgia. Hey, you know who's a member of their church down at Blackshear Church of God, which Cleveland folks, you'll appreciate this. You know who his pastor was growing up?
Who?
Kevin Grissom, the late Mark Grissom's brother.
Oh, yeah.
In Georgia.
Okay.
And then, oh my goodness, I lost his name. Who's the Georgia quarterback that led them?
Yes.
I can't remember either. Hey, some of you, well, no Georgia Bulldog fans are awake yet. They get up about 1 o'clock.
I can picture his face.
He went to the Rams. You know, the little guy that led them to the championship.
Yes.
Anyway, he went to church with the Evers. Still does, I guess. No, he lives in L.A. now. He doesn't care.
I'll find it.
Who is it?
Stetson Bennett.
Stetson. Of course, no dog fan's going to help us out. Kind of like pronouncing the name of the new hospital. Same deal. Well, I probably don't want to get started on that. We don't want to start a relationship that way, do we? Anyway, what else you got?
Okay, so where are we? Lisa Cook is celebrating a birthday tomorrow. She works over at Legacy Village. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they've been helping their customers make their dreams come true since 1903. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
So, Fruit Loops, earlier in the news, I was having trouble pronouncing the new name of Hamilton Health. They have, they're changing their name, and you sent me Fruit Loops, you sent me a very handy pronunciation guide here.
Yeah, phonetic spelling.
Whatever. How do you say it?
Vitruvian.
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 That'll be helpful in a medical emergency.
Yes.
Vitruvian. Do they know where we are? I mean, has this dawned on anyone? Good Lord. Vitruvian. And what is it? I said it earlier. I threw the story away because I wasn't going to do it again. They drew inspiration from Leonardo da Vinci.
Interesting.
No, I think it's wonderful. I think it's classy, but do they know where we are? Good Lord.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, we're speaking of the Olympics, the opening ceremony, if you want to watch it live at 1:30 on Local 3, but when we had the Olympics here in 96, they were afraid that at the Ocoee there in Polk County that they were going to shoot the peace doves. You know, they were going to shoot them out of the air. Do they know where we are?
You know, if they knew we were looking for a new name, we could have submitted a few, like
absolutely.
Heartline Health or something like that.
Like what?
Heartline Health.
Heartline, absolutely. Well, no, they'd want some. Well, you know what? I'd give them an IOU like nobody else. Of course I would. All right, Bridget, let's get a check of the streets. What's happening?
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by Southland Finance. Loans up to $20,000. Call Dusty and the team at Southland Finance. They're located at 950 25th Street in Cleveland in front of Ace Hardware. 423-458-3007. Online at southlandfinance.net. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This is Troy Weathers, and I am proud to have the endorsement of Tennessee's largest conservative news publication.
Save a bundle at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress. Furniture, mattresses, and decor. The more you buy, the more you save. Up to 40% off. Create a bundle, a sofa and chairs, end tables, a recliner, lamps and rugs, an entire room. Up to 40% off. Create a custom bundle and watch the savings grow. Up to 40% off. Look for Take Me Home Today tags. Bundle in-stock items. Special financing is available. Bundle and save at Eller & Owen's Furniture and Mattress.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight.com. Bank accounts too low? Check into cash. So where do you go.com? Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
Paula, tell us about how you came to shop at Chattanooga Auto Square.
Well, I was introduced to it from my husband. He purchased his first Range Rover years ago. Then occasionally I'd start asking him if I could start driving it. I would confidently recommend them. I mean, they make you feel like family from the moment you arrive. Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you. Chattanooga Auto Square, luxury lives here.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
Hi, I'm teaming up with Food City to support Paralyzed Veterans of America. You can donate $1, $3, or $5 from July 3rd through the 30th at the checkout. Your contributions help our heroes live the lives they deserve and receive what they need most. Join the mission to help our veterans. Today, you can make a real difference.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza. And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane. 70 this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible again. A high of 86 and a low of 71. And then on Sunday, rain showers during the morning. Scattered thunderstorms during the afternoon with a high of 85. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 73 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air weather radar, we have some rain showers west of Chattanooga. But otherwise, things are looking great out there.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Aubrey's of Cleveland. Aubrey's of Cleveland offers some of the most fresh and delicious food in East Tennessee. Stop in tonight for dinner or order online at aubreysrestaurant.com. Click the Cleveland location and order there.
All right, good morning, everyone. At 7:31, we had a great day yesterday as we get into sports now. The CHI Memorial Sports Desk, sponsored in part by the Town Squire. And, of course, I'm distracted now, Bridget, because I'm seeing the Today Show over here to my left on Local 3, and they are all in Paris. And I can just say, as getting to sports here, that for the next 17 days, the sights of Paris are going to be absolutely beautiful as the background for the Olympics.
Yeah, Eiffel Tower right there in the background. It looks great this morning.
Except Tirico. Then they ruined the shot. Can't stand Mike Tirico. Where's Bob Costas? Come on. Anyway, let's get to the Town Squire. So we had a very special day yesterday celebrating the Town Squire's 47th anniversary. And they started off by recognizing the grand prize winners of the Student of the Month. We did that yesterday, and so they were awarded. We have video on that on our social media outlets. But we also have, Larry did some drawings yesterday. The winner of the first drawing, starting out the 47th anniversary celebration, Vivian Atkins. Vivian won a Peter Millar sports shirt. Scott Barker won the Johnny O Performance Polo. And then Josh Hanna won a Peter Millar quarter zip. And so big congratulations to them. Now, the Town Squire's 47th anniversary celebration continues through through Saturday, August the 10th. Come in and register if you've not already, or register again. And they have, Larry says they have 3 more prizes to be drawn. They have 2 $75 gift cards and a pair of dress or casual slacks. And so we kicked it off in a big way yesterday at the Town Squire. Had a lot of people come by. A big day yesterday. Thank you to everyone who came by. Now, don't forget, the Town Squire will have, obviously, participating in Tennessee tax-free weekend beginning today. And then, of course, back tomorrow for that. So lots of great things happening at the Town Squire, Stewart Park Plaza, Key Street, Cleveland. And if you're new to the area, that is just down from the post office right here in Cleveland. All right, good morning. Time for sports. The CHI Memorial Sports Desk. CHI Memorial. Hello, human kindness and sports, as I've already said, is sponsored in part by the Town Squire. Well, let's begin with Braves baseball. The Mets over the Braves 3-2 in 10 innings last night. Braves having a hard time, no doubt about it. Braves will be in the arc again tonight at the Mets, 7:10 first pitch here on Mix 104.1. We had a no-hitter in Major League Baseball last night, second all-time in San Diego Padres history. Dylan Cease threw the second no-hitter in Padres history, 3-0 win over the Nationals. And the summer games. The games of the Summer Olympiad in Paris begins today. That's not true. The games have already started, really. Opening ceremony at 1:30 live on Local 3 on NBC. You can watch it later. They will replay the opening ceremony at 7:30. It should be unbelievable. As for the first time, the opening ceremony will be conducted not in a stadium, but on the river. Right there, over 300,000 people expected to be watching. Reading this morning that NBC will have cameras at wide angles, but because they're on the water, the athletes will be in boats. They're going to have matter of fact, a smartphone on every boat to capture the athletes. LeBron James, the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James will be the flag bearer for the United States. And how about it, Tennessee fans? Peyton Manning will be co-hosting the opening ceremony on NBC later today with Mike Tirico and Kelly Clarkson. Come a long way from Jim McKay and Peter Jennings and Tom Brokaw and Bob Costas, haven't we? But I love it that Peyton's going to be there. Hey, Fruit Loops, didn't you say they're gonna, you said they're going to do the Manning Brothers broadcast during this thing tonight?
I think they should do a Manning cast for sure.
Or Manning cast. But for the next 17 days, America will be transfixed on the Summer Olympiad. And hey, Fruit Loops, we're going to have our own reports live from Paris. Have you heard about this?
No, I haven't.
He's back.
Like the past few years?
He's back. Ryan Lovelace. We couldn't find anybody else. So Lovelace will be doing his award-winning Olympic reports for us beginning actually next week. So
I'm looking forward to it.
We'll have that. But, I mean, we asked a lot of people, and so many of them said no. The U.S. women's soccer team, they played yesterday. We've had several events happen prior to the opening ceremony. And the U.S. Women's soccer team defeated Zambia 3-1 at 23 before 8.
At Wholesale Supply, we're more than just a plumbing, electrical, and HVAC supplier. We're your partner.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. Don't drink and drive.
Are you a busy man? Listen to how Direct Primary Care Associates has helped men like Mike Kelly.
I imagine like most men, I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. I'm very busy with my life. And the problem with going to other urgent care places is you could go there and sit, you don't know how long you're going to be, and I have other appointments that I may have to get to. With this, you know when you're going to be here. I was spending over $70 a month medication through my other insurance. Here, I haven't paid a dime. I haven't had to pay for anything. So just that alone in the last 8 months saved me over $500. And I'm telling you right now, as a man, I know how much energy it takes to even call in and have to get some help, because we don't like to ask for help. But they're here to help you. This is what this is designed for, is to help you.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson make different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Love supporting local? Then you'll love shopping with Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Cleveland, your hometown dealer. We're happy to be part of this community and proud to serve you with a better way to buy and service. Plus, during the It's a Season sales event, you can drive a new Ram 1500 for 1.9% financing, and we'll deliver yours to your door. Visit your hometown dealer today. Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Cleveland, the better way to buy and service.
Bradley County restaurant failed its inspection when the inspector found employees handling food incorrectly. Raphael's on Treasury Drive in Cleveland scored a 61. The inspector says 30 pounds of food had to be thrown away because it was cooling for about 20 hours. A leak was found coming from a pipe at a 3-compartment sink, and the kitchen ceiling was in poor repair. The inspector noticed ham that was sliced 5 days ago and had been placed in a container with remnants of other ham made more than 7 days ago. An employee was seen holding raw chicken, removing one glove, washing their hands for an insufficient amount of time, putting on another glove, and then handling other food. Boxes of food was found being stored on the floor. 14 pounds of tomato paste and puree had to be thrown away because it was damaged at the seals. The inspector says the priority violations showed a lack of managerial control. We also want to celebrate the good this week. Congratulations to Scooter's Coffee in Fort Oglethorpe, Mimi's Deli in Chattanooga, and Georgie's Pizzeria in Ottawa on your perfect scores. And remember, if you have a question about a restaurant, hotel, pool, or gym, call your local health department. And as always, everyone, enjoy your meal.
Thank you for calling Logan Thompson. This is Ashley.
You get a yearly checkup. Shouldn't your air? With your local Lennox dealer, regular care equals perfect air. With technology you can touch, comfortable air you can feel, and savings you can see. Not just perfect air, perfect for you air.
Call Dale's Heating and Air to upgrade your air today.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Sun is shining, it's a beautiful day. Wake up, sleepyhead, get up and play. Everything's yellow, it's a beautiful sight. Sunbeam showers makes everything bright. Come on now, let's get away.
Make every day brighter with the sunny southern goodness of Mayfield Dairy.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
Really nice. Mix 1041, mixtv.tv. Hey, Fruit Loops, get a close up or get me in the one shot if you will. That's the only shot that matters. I got my Scooter's cup in front of me.
Yes, thank you.
Hey, Brian Graves, look what I'm wearing. He sent me this for my birthday.
Oh.
Late Show with David Letterman shirt, Brian down in Alabama. Thank Oxford. I think that's right.
Wow, nice.
Anyway, morning, Brian. Hey, Bridget, let's get a check now of our, well, before that, actually, you got something else to tell us, I think.
Yes, that's right. So our friends at Witt's Frozen Custard here in Cleveland, they are bringing back an office contest. You could win free custard for you and your coworkers. So you can go to the Witt's Frozen Custard Facebook page or our Mix 1041 Facebook page and tag your business in that post. And then you could have a chance to win free custard for you and your coworkers one afternoon. So that's with our friends at Witt's Frozen Custard here in Cleveland. They're located on Keith Street in between Chick-fil-A and Food City.
Sorry, I missed Bob Bevan yesterday, but he left his smell behind. So we were able to clean that up. We're trying to. All right, let's get a check now of our Simmons Bank celebration list. What do you got?
Okay, happy birthday to Brittany Jackson on Sunday.
Brittany!
Yes.
Love Brittany Jackson.
Hope she has a great birthday. Pastor Chris Barnes is celebrating tomorrow. He's our associate youth pastor at Mount Olive. Scott Hill is 57 today. Crystal Horning is celebrating a birthday tomorrow. The birthday wish says that's from your mean old husband and your bratty kids. We love you very much. Gene Nichols is having a birthday today. Yeah. Joshua Dunn is 10 years old today. Boyd and Elizabeth Bishop, they're celebrating their wedding anniversary. The wish here says they are wonderful parents, grandparents, and awesome in-laws. Ethan Evers is 31 today, broadcasting teacher at Walker Valley. Lisa Cook is celebrating her birthday tomorrow. She works over at Legacy Village. And then Rudy and Debbie Felton, they're celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary today.
There we go.
So, yeah, congratulations to them. Of course, their son Ryan works here with us. He sent that in to us.
Well, you can't win them all, can you? We love Ryan, I tell you.
Yes.
I've known Rudy Felton all my life, Rudy and Judy.
Yeah.
They had a birthday a few weeks ago. That's him and his twin sister. And everybody.
That's right.
Hey, Rudy Felton, how about we got to call Dale Hughes Colonel Hughes now? Of course, back when Dale was principal of Bradley, he had all the employees, the teacher and everybody call him General. So anyway, Rudy came to Cleveland with Dale R.
Oh, okay. All right.
Hey, Fruit Loops, this keyboard's not working over here. What's wrong
now?
What's wrong with this keyboard?
You break everything.
What they say at home. This one over here, the one under this ridiculous monitor we have behind me.
I'll come fix it for you, boss.
What's wrong with it? Is it the battery?
I don't know. Probably the batteries.
I didn't pay a bill?
No one ever uses
Did Mike Lee break this? Put it on his expense report.
No, I'd say not.
You have more birthdays?
No, that is all. But you can call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those for today, tomorrow, and Sunday. The volunteer Ritipest mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they have something for everyone to help you manage your finances with ease and security. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. I was just looking at the brand on this keyboard that's not working. Oh, sorry. It's Eagle Tech.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
Good old Eagle Tech.
Eagle Tech. I mean, the top name in technology. Well, of course it would work.
Sure, it was cheap, though.
You know, our equipment here lasts for one day.
Yep.
That's about all we get. Well, we ran all of it anyway. It's fine. It is 11 before the hour. All right, let's get a check of the streets right here.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mix Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC.
Nothing but the best.
Located on North Lee Highway and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. And as always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ritipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by L&B Appliance, your one-stop appliance shop, locally owned and operated, Durkee Road at Highway 64 in Cleveland, 423-339-3231.
It's the Town Squires.
When I was a kid, I wanted to run my parents' business. At the time, a furniture store, but now a mattress factory. Now, really, I wanted to be president, but then I didn't like the politics.
Well, I wanted to be an FBI agent, but then I became a mom and realized how passionate I am about sleep. I sleep good because we're taking care of our friends and neighbors.
Well, you have a good mattress, too.
That's a good point.
Now we're into our third generation of leadership with Kristen and Taylor coming on board.
And it's our dream come true. And that's the legacy that we want to pass down to our fourth generation, too.
Mermaid Mattress, handmade, hand-delivered.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today today and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Thank you, Cleveland and Bradley County, for supporting Vendor Realty for the last 55 years. More than ever, we are ready and prepared to help our community be home. The real estate market is changing and evolving, and the Vendor Realty family is ready to help navigate today's market by providing professional, knowledgeable, and resourceful advisors to help your dream of calling someplace home. For all things real estate, be home with Vendor Realty, 425 25th Street, 423-472-2173, vendor-realty.com.
What if the stars could reach for us? Right now at Anarquista, they can. The story continues at Astrolumina. 2 new chapters are awaiting curious minds. Journey through the dreams of stars as they rest in the Smoky Mountains. Astrolumina at Anarquista. There's magic in the mountains.
When the classic flavors of bacon, lettuce, and tomato meet the classic goodness of Hardee's Frisco lineup, you get instant summer favorites. Introducing Hardee's Frisco BLT Angus Burger and Frisco BLT hand-breaded chicken sandwich.
Imagine a truck that doesn't just own the road, it dominates it. It's not just about the destination, it's about the journey. And our new GMC Sierra is elevating every moment of that journey for me. It's not just a truck, it's a lifestyle. Don Ledford didn't just sell me a truck. They saw the lifestyle I wanted, and they found me that truck.
"20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists."
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us! Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 1.9% for 72 months on new F-150s. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
I told my son to find me the nicest place to live in Cleveland. He said, "Dad, there's only one place, and that's Garden Plaza." And I moved into the patio home. Everybody knows your name from day one, and there's something to do all day long if you want to participate in it. You cannot possibly be bored at Garden Plaza. It is just great, and their food is outstanding. It's out of this world. And I'm so happy I'm here. Garden Plaza is it for me.
You're watching Mix Mornings on Mix TV. Here is your current Kia of Cleveland time. And your current temperature in Cleveland is brought to you by Milligan Vane.
And what's happening, Bridget?
That's right. So my new baby cousin just entered the world just a few minutes ago. Her name is Caroline Harper Holland. So welcome to the world.
That is wonderful.
Yes,
Congratulations.
So
I know you'll be heading down there in a little while. So,
that's right.
And then I believe we got another one in here.
Yeah, Jacob Burnett is going to be 17 tomorrow, and that is from his grandmother, Orita. So happy birthday to Jacob tomorrow.
Hello, Orita, my longtime friend. It is 5 minutes before 8 a.m. inside the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center.
Pencils and paper are just part of what your child...
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's
Mattress help this weekend by paying your sales tax for all your back-to-school mattress needs.
All right, for today, we'll have cloudy skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. A high of 86 and a low of 70 this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy skies. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible again. A high of 86 and a low of 71. And then on Sunday, rain showers early in the day. Scattered thunderstorms developing later with a high of 85. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 73 degrees. conditions. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air weather radar this morning, we do have a few rain showers in the Chattanooga area. Otherwise, things are looking great. This weather forecast is brought to you by the Center for Cosmetic Dentistry, Dr. Ken Beard, Dr. Brian Beard, and Dr. Baylor Terrell. Call them at 423-476-6541 or visit them online at centerforcosmeticdentistry.com.
Well, coming up, I interviewed Senator Bob Corker yesterday. We're going to be sharing a portion of that with you because of all of the things happening in our nation right now. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to check in with our friend, former Senator Bob Corker. And so the senator will join us. Part of that conversation will be just after the 8 o'clock news. Plus, we're going to put that full conversation under the Conversations with me.
Why would we do
Sounds
that?
fascinating. But mixtv.tv, that'll be under the Conversations, with me. So anyway, Senator Corker has some very, very interesting observations about what's happening in our nation right now. Also, it's a day of pretty big-time birthdays in music today, and one of those is the great Darlene Love. She's lead singer on this one. She's 83 today, still doing it, still touring. News is next.
Olympics, not the only big deal this weekend. It's also the tax-free shopping weekend. You can save a lot of money in Tennessee on back-to-school shopping.
Catherine Vaughn joins us with details on the tax-free weekend and what to do if you're shopping online. Kat?
We're counting down the last few weeks of summer, which means back-to-school shopping is right around the corner, and you can expect stores to be packed this weekend as Tennessee celebrates its annual tax-free weekend.
For anyone shopping in Tennessee for computers as well as clothing and school supplies, you'll be able to benefit by not having to pay taxes on most items.
The event kicks off Friday at midnight and lasts through Sunday evening, but it's important to keep in mind that certain terms do apply. Tax-free items include computers, laptops, and laptop tablets under $1,500, and apparel and school supplies under $100 per item. And a reminder that items sold together cannot be separated to stay below that $100 cutoff. Items not exempt from tax are jewelry, handbags, sports and recreational equipment. While items like individually purchased software aren't part of this deal, many stores and software companies offer discounts for students who have their student ID or school email. But remember, if a deal looks too good to be true, it probably is.
So we want to remind people, watch out for red flags.
The Better Business Bureau says it's not uncommon for scammers to take advantage of these deals, and the Bureau has some advice to help keep you safe.
So be careful if you're doing online shopping during the weekend. You want to watch out for businesses that might be trying to use a popular brand's name and logo. Check the URL you're on. Make sure you only purchase with a credit card. And make sure you check out companies you're not familiar with.
And there's a few helpful tips you can keep in mind while shopping, like setting a budget and making those larger purchases first. These items are likely going to be in high demand, so the earlier you get them, the better. And again, that's coming up tonight. You can find a full list of tax-free items along with the Better Business Bureau's tips and tricks on the Local 3 News app. Reporting in studio, I'm Catherine Vaughn.
Tickets to see a movie at pair of tickets plus Bridget popcorn and drinks at the AMC movie theater at Broadley Square Mall. Of course, the big release this weekend it already came out is Deadpool and Wolverine. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman. They're expecting maybe a $200 million opening. So anyway, Bridget, how do people get a hold of us? We're going to give these away here in a few minutes.
Okay, call or text. Call us on the Volunteer Ridipest Mix line or text us on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Our number 423-614-6499. Again, 614-6499.
Broadcasting from the Kia of Cleveland studios. This is your home for the best mix, the best variety, and all the important information you need. Download the Mix 1041 app at mymix1041.com.
The top of the hour is presented by Best Buy Metals, making sure the top of your house is the best it can be. BestBuyMetalRoofing.com.
The best mix, the
Fox News is next, presented by Capital Tire Service in downtown Cleveland.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. Barack and Michelle Obama endorsed Kamala Harris for president.
I can't have this phone call without saying to my girl Kamala, I am proud of you. This is going to be historic.
Video of the former First Lady and President's call to the Vice Presidents released by her campaign. Barack Obama says on the call they're going to be underdogs, but he's confident Harris can win. The leader of Mexico's Sinaloa drug cartel is arrested in El Paso, Texas.
Ismael Zambada Garcia, or El Mayo.
Attorney General Merrick Garland also arrested.
Joaquin Guzman Lopez is a son of its other co-founder, known as El Chapo.
And sources tell Fox he had already surrendered and tricked El Mayo into getting on the plane by telling him they were going to look at an investment property in Mexico. Instead, they were flying north to El Paso. El Chapo Guzman is serving a life sentence in Colorado. America's listening to Fox News.
The Mix 1041 News Desk, brought to you by Logan Thompson Law, a tradition of legal and community service. That's Logan Thompson Law at LoganThompsonLaw.com. All right, Mix 1041. Good morning, everyone. Local and state news on Mix 1041. Also on MixTV.tv. From the Logan Thompson Law News Desk, visit LoganThompsonLaw.com. I'm Steve Hartline reporting. Bradley County EMS responded to a multi-vehicle crash on Stewart Road in front of Hobby Lobby last night about 6:20. 2 adults, 1 small child transported to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The Bradley County Sheriff's Office announced that they've arrested 2 individuals in connection with a recent church burglary. Joshua Rutherford and Casey Rogers apprehended after deputies responded to a burglary alarm at the Avenue Church on Perry Street Southeast. Deputies found evidence suggesting multiple break-ins over 2 nights. Rutherford and Rogers both facing numerous charges. Jason Philip Diaz, an escapee from a mental health facility, has been sentenced to 10 years in federal prison for stealing 29 firearms from Gunworks. Appearing before a federal judge, Curtis Collier, his actions described as entering the Gunworks gun shop through a law office ceiling next door and trading one of the stolen firearms for fentanyl. The unemployment rate in Bradley County is up, but it's up. The unemployment rate's up statewide because of seasonal payrolls, including education, where many people leave the payrolls over the summer. This is for the month of June. Bradley County's unemployment rate was up an entire percentage point, 3.9%. McMinn County's rate up to 4.6 from 3.5. Polk County's rate up an entire point to 4.1%. Ray County, highest unemployment in our area, 5.2%. Meigs County at 5%. There's going to be a major announcement, according to the Chattanooga Times Free Press this morning, in Chattanooga about a new multi-year music festival. The announcement will be made on Monday, and it's quite a lineup of people who are going to be at the announcement, so one would think that it is going to be a big announcement with Chattanooga Tourism, the Tennessee Department of Tourism, also state senators in Hamilton County and Chattanooga, both mayors down there, city and county, and this is describing in the Times this morning, a Music Hall of Fame inductee. Is it you, Bridget? I mean, I know you're in the Church Choir Hall of Fame. I didn't know.
Time.
Be very interesting. Well, yesterday, I had an opportunity to catch up with Senator Bob Corker. Senator Bob Corker, of course, former mayor of Chattanooga. He was also the state head of economic development. And in a lot of ways, he got his start here in Cleveland. When he started his construction companies, one of the first things he did was work with the late, great Ben Moore, and did a lot of projects with Ben and others here in Cleveland. So I wanted to talk with Senator Corker about the current state of things in our nation. With President Biden announced that he will not run for re-election, what's happening? I wanted to get a sense of Senator Bob Corker's take on everything. So I'm going to go to, this is going to be a portion of the interview. The full interview is under the, what do we call it? Hey, Fruitless, what do you call it?
I think it's interviews with Steve Hartline.
Well, it's not. Moron.
Conversations.
Bridget said it's called A Waste of Time with Steve Hartline. Anyway, here's a portion of the Senator Corker interview, and we'll link this up with TV and radio in 3, 2, 1.
We're joined now by former United States Senator, also former mayor of Chattanooga, and a longtime friend of Cleveland, Bob Corker. Bob, how are you?
Steve, I'm just great. It's great to talk to you, sir.
Well, it's great to talk with you as always, and, I always like to get your take on things, especially when big things are happening in the nation, and I asked you to come on today. Just, Senator, what is your feeling, just the general climate of where we are right now in 2024?
Well, look, we've, it's almost become a cliche, but, we're a very polarized country, and, the two sides, the Republican and Democratic side are, it's just a lot of polarity there, and yet it's really interesting. Both parties are so different than they were a decade ago. They're very different themselves, and so you've had a lot of populism that's bled into both parties that have created some similarities, like protectionism on both sides of the aisle, and then the parties themselves have been reshaped, but America's divided right now politically, and it's my hope that and I tell people this all the time. They say, Corker, what should we do? And I say, well, look, love your family and take care of your neighbors and build a better community and build a company, build a great company. And I think this where we are is going to burn itself out over the next 4 years, and hopefully by 2028, if not before, we can begin to work together again. This is a great, great nation with unbelievable potential. You look at, while inflation has hurt so many families in America, the economic growth here is still incredibly strong, and we've got so much going for us. So, again, we're not bringing out the best in our country and the people that are represented by elected officials. But I hope that's going to change, and I'm doing the things I can do as one citizen today to try to make things stronger around me.
We're joined by Senator Bob Corker, and Senator, you talk about the things that the citizens can do, the individual can do. Is in this era that we're in now, this time in which we live, is the American dream, in your opinion, still attainable? Is it like when you went out and you were when you got started and started a company and that sort of thing? Is that still doable in 2024?
Oh, absolutely. There's no question. It's absolutely doable. And people are doing it. I was with some young people just 2 nights ago, that all of whom are doing things that are great. They're 36, 37, 38-year-olds. There's no question. Obviously there's so much rapid change today. I was in a setting within the last week where Sam Altman, who's been doing so much as it relates to artificial intelligence, and I walk away from, hearing him talk and ask questions, and Steve, I look at the people around me and I say, I'm so glad I'm old. To deal with what's coming over the next, decade is just going to be surreal. But so there are obviously lots of technology changes that are going to affect us so immensely, more so than ever before over the next period of time. But as far as people like me that just know how to do basic things, and young people who may be starting out, absolutely. Tremendous opportunities in this country, and that's why people from all over the world want to be here.
We're joined by Senator Bob Corker. I know you have to be in touch with some of your former colleagues in the Senate in Washington. What are they saying? What's it like now? Obviously we're all familiar with the divide and the polarization, as you say, but what are you hearing from some of your friends there?
Well, believe it or not, I don't talk that often. I was in a setting, as I mentioned, over the last week or so, where I was with a number of former senators, some of whom are from this state. And then there were some senators that are now serving that I talked with. And look, it's just a little tougher right now. People obviously, when I was there, Steve, and I left it all out on the field, I gave it the best I could, and I gave it everything I had, let me put it that way, and I left. And to me, that's what I was elected to do, to serve for a period of time and go back into the community and start doing the things I did before I left. But one of the things that I did a great deal of was reaching across the aisle to try to solve our nation's problems, which, by the way, is the only way you can pass legislation to solve our nation's problems. But today, that's frowned on, and so people reaching across the aisle, people back home in many cases have begun to view the other side as the enemy in every regard, and when they see you working with somebody on the other side of the aisle, it's not a positive in many cases, especially in the primaries, which elect people more and more so today. The general elections, as you know, have become almost passe, especially in the state of Tennessee, or many states are either solidly red or solidly blue. There are a few swing states, which everybody's focused on in the presidential race, but it's just the big things. No one, Steve, for instance, talks about our fiscal situation. Neither presidential candidate is even going to bring it up, period, because, again, both parties have changed so much. The Republican Party used to be a party that cared a great deal about spending and about our indebtedness, and I don't think you're going to see either of the two candidates presidentially even bringing that up. So, but to do those and to solve those problems, it takes people on both sides of the aisle burning political capital, and there's just not much focus on that. And candidly, neither side has done a good job of that for a long time, for decades.
All right, that is a portion of my conversation with Senator Bob Corker, who has a lot more to say. And we went on to talk about AI and where that's going. And if you caught that early in the interview there, Bridget, he talked about being, as he said, in a setting with Sam Altman, who really brought AI to the forefront a couple of years ago. And so Bob Corker is still very much in what's extremely relevant in this country and really in the world. He went on to talk about that, talked about some places he's been around the world recently. If you want to hear that or actually watch that full interview, go to mixtv.tv, Conversations with Steve Hartline. All right, 14 after 8. Let's get our check of the streets here.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, located on North Lee Highway. And anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there as you make your way in. If you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Rid-a-Pest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. This traffic report is brought to you by the Cleveland Family YMCA. The YMCA's after-school program is a safe place for children to play, learn, and grow when out of school. Register now at the Cleveland Family YMCA or online at ymcachattanooga.org. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
Perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan country, where automotive dreams become reality.
This half hour.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Love supporting local? Then you'll love shopping with Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Cleveland, your hometown dealer. We're happy to be part of this community and proud to serve you with a better way to buy and service. Plus, during the It's a Season sales event, you can drive a new Ram 1500 for 1.9% financing, and we'll deliver yours to your door. Visit your hometown dealer today. Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Cleveland, the better way to buy and service.
Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland is hiring case selectors. Starting pay at $19 an hour. Earning potential up to $23 an hour plus incentive pay. Additional $2 an hour night shift premium. And you're eligible to earn a $3,000 stay bonus. Flexible schedules and great benefits at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland. They have open interviews Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday from 9 to 11 a.m. and from 1 to 3 p.m. Apply online at jobs.kroger.com to work at Peyton Southeastern in Cleveland.
45 years ago, Mermaid Mattress opened to serve the Chattanooga area. You know what else was going on 45 years ago?
Yes, the average cost of a house was $58,000.
Gas was just 86 cents a gallon, and Eric Estrada from Chips was on the cover of Tiger Beat magazine.
Who's that?
The internet wasn't even a thing yet, and a new mattress was only $199.
Times sure have changed.
45th anniversary two-sided mattress is now only $5.99 for any size.
Mermaid Mattress, Chattanooga's best of the best mattress store for 45 years now.
Your sleep, handmade, hand-delivered.
Big weekend at Mermaid.
Special discounts, plus we'll pay your sales tax. It's back to school tax-free holiday weekend. Buy your student a new mattress set and we'll pay your sales tax at all Mermaid Mattress locations.
For today, cloudy skies, a stray shower or thunderstorm is possible, a high of 86 and a low of 70 this evening. For tomorrow, cloudy again, a stray shower or thunderstorm possible tomorrow as well, with a high of 86 and a low of 71. And then on Sunday, rain showers early in the day, scattered thunderstorms later in the afternoon, with a high of 85. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 73 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air weather radar this morning, we do have a few light rain showers in the Chattanooga area. Otherwise, things looking great. This weather forecast is brought to you by Bradley Concrete and Lamcon Ready Mix, family-owned business serving Cleveland for over 40 years. Call them at 423-479-4541 or visit lamcon.us to find out more.
WCLE Mix 104.1.
Want to win free movie passes, popcorn, and drinks from AMC at Bradley Square Mall? Call or text. It's Free Movie Friday on Mix 104.1.
Expecting less rain in the Tennessee Valley to start off your weekend, but Clay, will those storms pick back up?
Yeah, Leah, we are going to be tracking more rain as we go into your Sunday, but Saturday trending a little bit drier. So we take a look at your headlines. Going to be that chance for a few pop-up showers today. Not going to be a big deal. Looks like primarily we're going to stay a little bit drier, and then going into your Saturday, much of the same. But however, things change on your Sunday. We're going to be tracking more chances of rain, and it's been pretty active over the last couple of weeks, so that's something that's going to continue here across the Tennessee Valley. Temperature 75 in Chattanooga, 73 in Athens, 71 degrees in Blue Ridge. As we take a look at your highs across the region today, 81 in Spencer, 86 in Pikeville, 85 in Soddy Daisy. In the Blue Ridge Mountains, we're looking at 82 in Andrews, 86 in Tellico Plains across North Georgia, anywhere from the low to mid 80s here across the Tennessee Valley, 84 in Lafayette, 84 in Trenton, Northeast Alabama, much of the same. We'll have the mid 80s to even lower 80s down in DeKalb County, 82 degrees in Fort Payne. So here's a look at your satellite radar. Again, not a lot to talk about other than the cloud cover and humidity. We have this low pressure and stationary front to our south, some moisture off to our west across middle Tennessee, but here locally A lot of this rain you're seeing moving across northern Sequatchie earlier, not hitting the ground. Again, this is very light rain, but the cloud cover very thick on this Friday morning. And as we get into your afternoon, we're going to have that chance for some pop-up showers and maybe even a thunderstorm or two. But notice the coverage not going to be that high, and we're only looking at a 20 to 30% chance of rain, mainly between about lunchtime and sunset. But if you have any plans to get out and about later today, overall I'm thinking things are looking pretty good. Here's a look at your weekend setup. So Saturday we're going to have the jet stream dipping a little bit to our west and that moisture coming in. So most of the rain going to stay into Middle Tennessee, parts of Mississippi, and North Alabama. But going into your Sunday, hence the split decision weekend, we're going to have more of that moisture coming in. The jet stream moves a little further off to the east, and we're going to have that moisture coming in from the Gulf of Mexico, giving us a better chance of some showers. So go ahead and download that Local 3 weather app today. That way you can track out all those showers and storms that are going to move through as we move into your Sunday. So here's a look at your futurecast. Maybe a couple light showers north of Chattanooga as we go into your Friday morning. But by the afternoon, there's at least going to be a few pop-up showers and storms. But notice the coverage not going to be all that high for your Friday. By the evening hours, most of this fades away. So if you're going to an event like nightfall per se, things are looking pretty good. And then overnight, maybe a shower or two, but overall I'm thinking it's just going to be cloudy and muggy. Then going into your Saturday, we're trending again a little bit drier. Most of the moisture going to stay to our west. With that being said, the higher elevations, hence the Blue Ridge Mountains, could still have some of those pop-up showers and storms. In places like Murphy, Ellijay, Blue Ridge, you'll have that chance of a pop-up shower during the afternoon. All of this fades away as we get into the overnight hours.
Good morning to all of you. Let's get a check of our Simmons Bank celebration list.
Okay, happy birthday to Brittany Jackson on Sunday. Also, Pastor Chris Barnes is celebrating tomorrow. He's our associate youth pastor at Mount Olive. Scott Hill is 57 today. Crystal Horning is celebrating a birthday on Saturday. That is from her mean old husband and her bratty kids. They love her very much. Jean.
Not very nice for you to call them that, Bridget. I don't know or didn't realize we're making editorials here.
I think that one's fun.
Oh, okay.
Jean Nichols is having a birthday today. Joshua Dunn is 10 years old. Boyd and Elizabeth Bishop, they're celebrating their wedding anniversary. The wish here says they are wonderful parents, grandparents, and awesome in-laws. Ethan Evers is 31 today, broadcasting teacher at Walker Valley. Lisa Cook is celebrating tomorrow, works over at Legacy Village. Rudy and Debbie Felton, they are celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary today. Congratulations to them. Jacob Burnett is going to be 17 tomorrow. That is from his grandmother, Orita. Audrey Longwith is having a birthday on Sunday, and Melinda Dandy also celebrating on Sunday. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they are with you every step of the way. Call Ken Do, 423-381-3427.
All right, so memo to anyone doing the Day of Action with the United Way. If you're on your way to the Day of Action, you're going to paint, you're going to mow, you're going to whatever. I want to point something out to you. Listen to me. Everybody listening? When you go to lunch today at Whirlpool and you see Mike Griffin, I hate to tell you this. Mike is asleep right now. He's in bed. He will show up today. What he's going to do, he's going to have his friend Todd Fletcher cut some of his shirt like he tore it, weed eating, caught it in a fence. He's going to get in a sauna and sweat. He has not done anything. When you see, he's going to come for the free lunch, and he's going to take all the glory, honor, and praise, and he's not done a thing.
Nope. I know Mike better than that.
So I'm going to tell, if you're on your way now to the Day of Action, and you're doing this for United Way, just know when you get to lunch today at Whirlpool, he's not done a thing. Okay? So you're working your head off for these people, and God bless you for it. And you notice who's sitting here? Well, Bridget. She ain't doing anything either. She'll come for lunch too.
Yeah, sure.
When you see Griffin at lunch at Whirlpool, he hasn't done a solitary thing. Just know that. Just understand that. All right. What? Hey, we've got all the news that's fit to print. That's the New York Times. on our website, mymix1041.com. Hey, this portion brought to you by, and a news update brought to you by Wright Brothers Construction. No. It's Wright Pediatric. Steve Wright does not own that.
No.
It's Wright Pediatric Dentistry.
Yes, they are now open in Cleveland on Paul Hupp Parkway behind McAllister's. They are accepting new patients. You can call Wright Pediatric Dentistry at 423-910-3055.
They're not the wrong one. They're the right one. Come on now. All right, let's get a check of the streets here. 825 Sports around the corner.
Okay, this Don Ledford Cleveland Mixed Highway Patrol report is brought to you by Don Ledford in Cleveland. They are your exclusive home of Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC. Located.
Debbie Melton would do the same thing.
No.
Day of action, she'd show up for lunch, acting like, and all she'd have to do is send her makeup team home. The pit crew that goes to her house every morning at 3 o'clock.
Oh.
Like blinds in the Titanic. But she'd do the same thing as Griffin. She'd just show up at lunch, take all the praise and honor and glory and ham. And I've been working all day. Yes. Well, she just showed up for lunch. Well, Griffin's going to do the same thing.
Nope.
It's an outrage.
Don Ledford is located on North Lee Highway here in Cleveland, and anytime at donledford.com. We have no reports of any accidents this morning. Drive safely out there. And as always, if you see a traffic problem, give us a call. The volunteer Ridipest Mix line is 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. We'll check your Mermaid Mattress Weather Center forecast coming up.
This traffic report is brought to you by Drain Right Guttering. Call them at 423-472-7018. Online at drainrightguttering.com. The go-to gutter guys.
You know what Griffin calls this day? Day of no action.
No.
That's actually what day of no action. Anyway, enjoy that. And hey, when you see Griffin in the buffet line, he'll be there for several hours, so it's okay. It's the Town Squire's 47th anniversary and back-to-school tax-free weekend.
Are you a business owner and looking to help your employees out with health care? Direct Primary Care Associates has helped Pastor Ed Lipsey and the staff at South Cleveland Church of God and their families.
One of my deacons, Tim Sams, brought the information to me about Direct Primary Health Care and shared with me what they did, and we reached out to them, and I thought it would be a good supplement for all of our staff members. And so my family and then all the staff members at South Cleveland are all on a plan here, and I think everyone has absolutely enjoyed it thoroughly, and it's definitely unique. It's like no other doctor's office that I've ever had in my life. It's nice to be able to make a phone call just to ask a question and not feel like that you're burdening your physician. They do a tremendous job of making themselves available to you, and I think that's a forgotten thing in most practices today. People have become just so busy, so distracted, and so professional that availability doesn't seem to be as important as it was 40, 50 years ago. It's been one of the greatest relationships of my ministry.
If you'd like to learn more about Direct Primary Care Associates, visit our website at directpca.com or call 423-650-4831.
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Did you know that drinking and driving is a leading cause of traffic fatalities? It kills more than 28 people in the United States every day. That means one person every 52 minutes. Statistically, young people are the most at risk to drink and drive, but not everyone's doing it. don't drink and drive.
Hey, it's Josh with exciting news from Wholesale Supply. I want to introduce you to Piper's Picks, now available in our Chattanooga, Cleveland, and Dalton markets. Thanks to our partnership with Piper Strummett and our friends at Progress Lighting, Piper's Picks brings you the latest trends and styles in decorative lighting. Browse our curated selection in our showrooms and make lighting your project easier than ever. Visit Wholesale Supply today and discover Piper's Picks, where style meets innovation. To find out more information and a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more.
For daily specials, locally owned by the Dillard family. Green Acres, the place to be.
Tennessee Valley weather.
You know, every time I hear that, even when I'm not here, but I don't really listen to the station, but when I do, when my station's accidentally on 104.1, I mean, we almost, Mike Lee's put all these jingles together. We almost sound like a real station. I mean, right there.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. Kind of like Mount Olive, your church, yes. Almost a real church. I mean,
so close.
Gosh, right there. I mean, if you just start paying your tithe, that would help. All right, so let's head now to the Mermaid Mattress Weather Center. Roger Pickett, who's in Paris right now. There was an embargo on this, and boys and girls, that means you can't talk about it until you're allowed. But little known fact, Roger Pickett is competing in the brand new sport of breakdancing at the Olympics. Now, that's a sport this year for the first time ever.
He's going to kill it. He's going to win the gold.
Holden Hartline said he's got Riz. And I think that was one of their commercials, which was, I would also use my son's comment, it was cringe.
Oh, no.
Roger, who's got a new grandson, Hayes, Roger and Cindy welcomed Hayes Davis yesterday, but that one, Roger, we need to think about that one, buddy. Yeah. And he is acting more like he wants to be in the commercials, but he's in the breakdancing competition representing Malaysia. And that was the United States wouldn't take him. He tried 100 other countries. Malaysia took him. I don't know why. Okay. But maybe they're still looking for the airplane. But anyway, Roger is in Paris right now. But here, he recorded this before he left.
Pencils and paper are just part of what your child needs for school this year. They also need a great night's sleep. Let Mermaid Mattress help this weekend by paying your sales tax for all your back-to-school mattress needs.
God bless him. He's probably going to pull something like that time you played tennis and you went to pick up the ball and broke your leg, but that's fine.
Pretty much. I don't know how many times your children have called you cringe. I'm sure that's a daily thing.
They say these words, and I have no idea what they're talking about. It's basically like dealing with your grandfather. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, they say these things like, what? Just speak English.
Oh, man.
Now, what do you got? Come on.
For today, partly cloudy this morning, becoming mostly cloudy this afternoon. A stray shower or thunderstorm is possible. A high of 86 and a low of 70
hang on a second.
tonight.
Now, if they heard, of course, they're safely asleep right now. But if they heard me talking about this, they'd be calling Jimmy Logan to divorce me.
I'm sure.
And they have before, but, I mean, basically they get a group rate. It's Jennifer, Reagan, and Holden.
For tomorrow, cloudy skies, a stray shower or thunderstorm possible again, a high of 86 and a low of 71. And then on Sunday, rain showers early in the day, scattered thunderstorms developing later in the afternoon with a high of 84. Your current Milligan Vane temperature is 74 degrees. Taking a look at the Central Heat and Air weather radar this morning, we do have some rain showers, spotty rain showers still in the Chattanooga area.
This weather forecast is brought to you by Life Care Center of Cleveland, celebrating more than 45 years of serving the needs of this aging community. Life Care Center of Cleveland.
Well, the games of the Summer Olympiad begin, they actually already started. The opening ceremony will be at, want to watch it, start over. Want to watch it live? Want to watch it live at 1:30 on Local 3 NBC? You can do that, or come back and watch it tonight at 7:30, and it's going to be unlike any other opening ceremony actually in the history of the Olympics. They're going to Bring the athletes in on boats on the water. Right there in Paris. And Celine Dion will be singing. They're paying her reportedly $2 million to perform at the opening ceremony. And she will launch into a Las Vegas residency. Lady Gaga is also going to perform tonight at the opening ceremony. Of course, the big question, who is going to light the cauldron at the finale of the opening ceremony? Live at 1:30 Local 3. And again, the replay at 7:30 tonight in prime time. The United States women's soccer team got a big win. They beat Zambia last night 3-1, in case you're wondering, and we're all now paying attention. Paris, I said 5 hours, but it's 6 hours ahead, is that right?
That's correct, yes.
And you've been there.
Mm-hmm.
You've been. I never have. You've been there.
Yeah, many years ago.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
It's going to be we're watching on our monitor here with Local 3 this morning. It's going to be beautiful scenery for the summer games. We had a no-hitter last night in Major League Baseball. Dylan Cease threw the second no-hitter in San Diego Padre history. 3-0 over the Nationals. Braves keep losing. They're terrible. They lost to the Mets in New York last night, 3-2 in 10 innings. Braves at the Mets tonight, 7:10 right here on Mix 104.1. Coming up, we're going to speak with Troy Weathers, candidate for the Republican primary for the State House of Representatives, District 24. We'll do that in just a moment. Stand by.
CHI Memorial.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Goodyear brand tires in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
Mix 104.1, good morning to all of you. We're on MixTV.tv, and we are joined now by Troy Weathers, a candidate for the Republican primary, House District 24. Good morning, how are you?
Good morning, I'm doing wonderful, Steve.
You know, I want to go back really to the beginning about why you're running for this office, and then also a lot of new people in Cleveland and Bradley County. So a little about yourself, and then why you're running.
Well, Steve, why am I running? I guess the main reason is I all my life, the biggest part of my life, I've been in service. I won't go into the back history of how I was raised and where I was raised at, but lots of people helped me in those years, and I've always felt a responsibility to give back. And it's probably, as far as you've known me, of all the years I have served on the school board for 20 years. And I am a person that I like to see things happen. I'm just not one of those guys to sit around and watch and nothing goes on. I'm kind of like to be in the middle of it. I like to talk about it. I like to debate it and hopefully move folks into the direction that's positive for our community and our state.
We're joined by Troy Weathers, his candidacy for the Republican primary, District 24 State House Representatives. What are some things that, if elected, that you'd like to see happen, and some of your priorities?
Well, here's a few things. Let me go back to your first question again. I dropped the one on I didn't answer the one about the people moving into town. That has probably been one of the greatest experiences that I've experienced. You know, I've heard people say over a period of time that they're afraid these people are moving from California and Mexico. They're going to change who we are. But let me want to tell you, I haven't knocked on 6,000, but I've knocked on a lot of homes. And I'll one up on North Lee Highway. They came from California, and they've been here 7 months. And I stood there and talked with them for 30 minutes because it energized me that they're here because we're who we are. No other reason. They said, we left California not to come to Cleveland to change you guys. We came there because of the fact that when we were young and we were in California, we were like Cleveland. But what happened was we moved a little bit. And then the next year we moved a little more and a little more. And then it got to the point where they can't stand to live there any longer. And they moved to Cleveland, Tennessee. And when I say I got re-energized, when you talk to people like that and you know that's why they're here, is because who we are. Not who we're going to be, how we're going to be someday. They like what we are today. And they do not want it to change at all. Every person that I've talked to that is not from Cleveland, Tennessee said that to me this year. Unbelievable.
What is it about, I mean, when you talk to people, what is it about Cleveland that they like and why are they coming?
They love Republicans. Okay, they are true Republicans, and they believe that we are also. And we're going to be conservative, and we're not going to raise taxes on folks that can't afford taxes. I had a lady stop yesterday, and she pulled off the side of the road and came and said, I want to talk to you about something that's happening to me. She had one of these cars that it's half gas and half electric, okay? And she said, they charged me $100 because it's a little bit of, it's got electric, it's part of electric, but I don't get any better gas mileage than anybody else. So and she's on Social Security, and that's her only income. So I understand. I mean, we don't realize what some people $100 don't mean anything to them anymore. I remember when $100 was something. Today it's really, it becomes trivial. But when you're living on $600 or $700 a month, it becomes important. It means, do I eat this month or do I pay for a car? Do I make that tag payment of $100 plus $20? So it has made me understand that there's people out there that we've got to take care of, or we've got to protect to make sure that, because that's what they live on, that's what they have. So it's just interesting, all the different aspects of where people are coming from. So being a part of that, I want to make sure that we are in tune with our community and who we are and how we protect that, so that, I tell folks on the street, I say, guys, I don't care what Memphis does. I don't care what Nashville does. I want to protect what we do, and to make sure our small businesses, make sure our big businesses, make sure our people have jobs, can afford their food, not taxed to death.
We're joined by Troy Weathers. He is a candidate for District 24 State House Representatives Republican primary. Of course, Election Day coming up on Thursday, actually, and early voting continues. Let me go back to the economic part of this, and you mentioned the economy. What, again, if elected, what do you think that Tennessee and especially the legislature should be looking at economically? What are a couple of issues pertaining to people's economic standing? Obviously, it's always the most important issue to voters. What would you say to that? Well,
I'm a strong believer, even when I was on the school board, that we need to develop jobs that people that our kids, my kids, your kids, can stay here in Cleveland and make a good living. Minimum wage don't do that. And I don't know about you, I have grandkids. I thought Bridget does too. Mm-hmm. I have grandkids, but let me just tell you, you got grandkids yet? No. I thought you did. I'm sorry. But let me just tell you, it changes your world, okay? And I don't want my kids to leave Cleveland. I want them to be able to make a decent living here in Cleveland, and my grandkids, so I don't have to travel to California or Florida. Florida might not be bad, but there's some places I might not want to travel to go to visit. I want them to be here around us. So what's our responsibility? Our responsibility is to make sure when we do bring businesses in, they pay good money. Okay, they appreciate their employees, and they take care of their employees and their family. And if we're not doing that, we're doing something wrong here in Cleveland. But let me give credit where credit's due. We've done the folks before me have done a great job protecting that in Cleveland. Our county commissioners, our city councilmen, they have a big responsibility, and they're the ones who contact, and our Chamber of Commerce, how can you not mention them? They really work hard to make sure that happens, and I'm very proud of that. And certainly if Cleveland sends me to Nashville, you can be assured I will always be working with our locals to make sure that continues, so that our kids have a place here in Cleveland and we can afford a home.
We're joined by Troy Weathers. He is a candidate for the Republican primary and, of course, District 20, House Representative District 24. Final question from me, then I'll give you a chance to do a little closing here. But and that is education, because you talk about your 20 years of experience on the Board of Education. What are maybe a couple of your priorities when it comes to education, if elected?
Well, Steve, here's one that our legislators did, and I think it was a bad choice, and that was our third grade retention. Now, our third grade retention, for the listeners and viewers that don't know about that, is if you've got a third grader and they get into third grade, they take a test into third grade. If they fail that test, that means that, number one, they have three things. You'll be held back, you will take summer school, or you'll take tutoring. Okay? Now, it has changed a little bit this year. Hopefully next year it's going to get better. But let me tell you the problem with that. And I had phone calls on this. This isn't made up. This is reality. It happened in Cleveland, Tennessee. I had a small girl. Her parents called me and said she has made straight A's from kindergarten all the way to the end of third grade, and she felt like so much pressure on her to pass. She failed the test. She came home crying, devastated. Okay, devastated over that. Now, how do we? Or why should we put a child through that's 9 years old? I mean, really, let's wake up. Now, I totally understand we got to make sure our kids are prepared, but why would we take money and spend it on summer school and all these things that we're doing? Why don't we take the money that they're wanting to fund that with and put it down here in kindergarten to third grade and put extra help in there to help those kids get where they need to be by the end of the third grade? I mean, it's not rocket science. It is simple, but we try to make it very difficult for some reason. I don't know what the issue was to bring them to that point. But let me tell you another issue there. How about that student that maybe don't read real well, they don't perform real well, and they fall under a different category, and they get passed anyway? Does that make sense? It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever that a child, that you're going to take my child and you're going to say, oh, well, she's not smart enough. So we have a big issue there, okay? Now, let's talk about vouchers just for a second, okay? I have spoke to lots of folks here in Cleveland. The voucher plan they had last year was terrible, and that's why it failed. Understand, though, it's coming back. So don't be fooled. The legislation this past year put in $144 million into the budget. It's already there. So you can be assured Governor Lee's going to put that voucher program right back in the mix of things as soon as we go back in, as soon as it opens back up in January. So it's just and if it did what they said it would do, then it's not bad. But the problem is it doesn't. And I'm going to give you one example, and I'll get out of here. You may or may not know, Memphis, Nashville, and now Chattanooga, they're already doing vouchers. Now, our secretary, or she's not secretary, she's the commissioner of education in Tennessee. 3 months ago, she gave a report on how that was working, because it's been going on for 3 years. She said, this was, quote, her, the scores, the tests that they took, just like our kids took, were lackluster. Now, I don't know if you've heard that term, but in this part of the world, I've heard it. I remember my mother saying it, and it meant not very good. Okay? Matter of fact, terrible. So we've started a program. We did a pilot, and it's not performing like we say it's going to, but now we want to take it statewide. Doesn't make good sense. Okay? And let me close with this one on that comment. I also believe, and I met with some private schools, and they need help. I mean, we can't leave them out. Homeschoolers we can't leave out. If we're going to do that, they need to be a part of that. Here's my only, to the schools I spoke to, here's what you have to be afraid of. When you take taxpayers' money, and that's what that is, get ready. They may tell you today that there's no consequences. You can have all the money. Here's all the money, okay? But they'll give that to you till you get hooked on it. And then they're going to come back with legislation and say, oh, no, you're going to take these tests, and you can't pray anymore. You can't do this anymore. So be very careful, and I'll be very careful if you send me to Nashville to make sure that don't happen.
Troy Weathers, candidate for the Republican primary, District 24 State House Representatives. How do people get more information about your campaign?
Steve, you can go to Weathers for State. That's my Facebook page. We have all type of information on there. I have my wonderful grandsons on there, so makes it much better than me doing commercials. Mm-hmm. But let me tell you, early voting's today and tomorrow. I have been out at the Omega Center since early voting started. Matter of fact, today is the only day, believe it or not, out of 2 weeks that I've got mosquito bit. I think because of all the rain. That's the only thing I can figure out.
That's right.
But we've been there every morning, all day long.
Yeah.
Could I ask to read a comment someone sent me?
Sure, go ahead.
Do you mind? I apologize, but let me find it here.
Sure.
So sometimes in life you wonder, if you do something, does anybody notice or care? This is a message. I won't say the gentleman's name, but it's a gentleman, okay? He said, "Good morning. I just wanted to reach out and tell you how impressed I am with your dedication. As sad as it is, I'm 41 years old, and I have never voted in a local election. Seeing you standing on the side of the road for hours on end and for days on end is very impressive to me, though I have wanted to stop by and to meet you, but did not want to disturb you anything. I wanted to let you know, through that yesterday, I stopped in and cast my very first vote in the local election. It is 100% because of you. I can't wait to see that your dedication do what it'll do in Nashville and the state of Tennessee. Good luck, and may God bless you." So sometimes you think what you do don't matter. It does matter, because people notice and they care, and they want to know that if they send you to Nashville, they want to believe and they hope that you will be just as dedicated trying to be elected as you are serving them in Nashville. Well, let me tell you, I will do that. I've always done that. Doesn't matter what I did. I've always put 100% in it. I believe people are looking for that. Someone conservative, someone that cares about who we are, and that's what it is. And early voting, I challenge you, if you haven't voted, please come vote. It's important. It is so discouraging to folks who run for office when it appears people don't care. So come out and cast your vote for me or whoever you vote for. We got great city councilmen running, and the only state race is this race here. So I would ask for your vote. I'm not going to tell you to vote for my opponent, but I'd ask you to vote for me, and I promise you I will never embarrass you in Nashville, and they will know that you sent a conservative Republican to serve this community.
All right, Troy Weathers. And Troy, thank you very much. It is 8 minutes before 9 a.m. And what you have just heard and watched is a paid interview. Now, I do want to go to Bridget, and let's get our final Mixed Mornings check of our Simmons Bank celebration list.
Okay, happy birthday to Brittany Jackson on Sunday. Also, Pastor Chris Barnes celebrating his birthday tomorrow. Scott Hill is 57 today. Crystal Horning is having a birthday tomorrow. That is from her family. Jean Nichols is having a birthday today. Joshua Dunn is 10 years old. Boyd and Elizabeth Bishop, they're celebrating their wedding anniversary today. Ethan Evers is 31, broadcasting teacher at Walker Valley. Lisa Cook is having a birthday tomorrow, works over at Legacy Village. Rudy and Debbie Felton, they're celebrating their 50th wedding anniversary today. Jacob Burnett is going to be 17 tomorrow. That is from his grandmother, Orita. Audrey Longwith is celebrating on Sunday, and Melinda Dandy is celebrating on Sunday as well. Call in your birthdays and wedding anniversaries to us for Monday. We'll take those on the volunteer Ridipest Mix line, 614-6499. You can also text us at that same number on the Cleveland State Cougar line. Go to our website, mymix1041.com, or download our free Mix 1041 app. It's the Simmons Bank celebration list. At Simmons Bank, they are with you every step of the way. Call Jamie Kyle, 423-381-3429.
Hard to believe. Mick Jagger is 81. He greeted the British athletes at the Summer Games last night in Paris, coming off their big tour of the United States. Mick's 81 today.
Is sponsored by EPB Fiber Optics. Experience recklessly fast, consistently reliable internet speeds on Chattanooga's only 100% fiber optic network. Learn more at epb.com.
may have been caused by social media, but millions of Americans watch TV with closed captioning turned on now, and a growing number of people who have no hearing loss are using it.
Well, TV shows, and movies just seem to be more difficult than ever to hear clearly. How now the FCC aims to make that easier? Our consumer technology reporter Jamie Tucker explains.
A new survey suggests about half of all TV viewers use closed captioning, and there are a few reasons for that. TV viewers are aging and losing some of their hearing. Manufacturers, in their attempts to make TVs thin, sacrifice the sound quality of the speakers. And 3, movie studios turn up the volume of sound effects at the expense of dialogue. So it isn't just your ears, it really is harder to pick up on what the actors are saying.
Well, the FCC heard complaints that closed captioning is kind of difficult to use, so it's ordering manufacturers to make some changes.
This new order requires manufacturers of TVs, streaming devices, and set-top boxes to make it easier to find and customize closed captioning settings, giving viewers greater control over the display. For example, if you have TVs of different brands in the house, their closed captioning settings are in different places in the menu. I found that just because you turn on subtitles in the TV settings, they don't always display if you switch to a streaming device or channel. You have to go into those settings to make changes. This LG TV allows customization of the color, font, and size of the subtitles, but this Samsung TV does not. The FCC's order will require manufacturers to make closed captioning settings readily accessible and consistent.
Good news for 48 million Americans who are deaf and hard of hearing, and good news for everyone else who just wants to understand what the actors are saying. That's What the Tech. I'm Jamie Tucker.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Stadiums all over the United States. Well, it's a big movie weekend. And I want to remind everyone we're giving away 2 movie passes plus popcorn and drinks from the AMC movie theater at Bradley Square Mall. Now, we're going to talk with Gideon Ratcliffe in a second, but that is Deadpool and Wolverine is the big movie. Could set a record, it looks like, for the movies. So more on that coming up. But if you want to win we got a pair of movie passes plus popcorn and drinks from AMC at Bradley Square Mall. Call or text. Call the volunteer Redapest Mix line, 423-614-6499, or text the Cleveland State Cougar line, 423-614-6499. We need your name if you're texting us, and just put Free Movie Friday or movies. I don't care what you put. Deadpool, whatever. Ryan Reynolds, whatever. I don't care. Anyway, do that. They're going to be drawing a winner here in just a few minutes. Gideon Ratcliffe is our resident movie guru, and it's At The Movies. How are you?
Good, how are you? It's been a while.
I know. And as you said earlier, not long enough, so thank you. Gideon, now look, you're, I would say, like, you love really good movies, like well-done movies.
Yes.
This is a real summer blockbuster popcorn type of movie. And what did you do last night? You just told me over there.
So last night I watched back-to-back because I hadn't seen them before, the first and second Deadpool movies.
Yeah.
Which, they're interesting.
You watched 2 Deadpools?
Yes.
All right. Well, we'll watch your language later, I guess. But anyway, so what'd you think?
The second one's much better than the first. The second's directed by David Leitch, known for John Wick, Bullet Train, the new Emily Blunt stuntman movie as well. So, and I just like him as a director more, so I thought the second one was better than the first. It was also didn't have as much like kind of vulgar stuff in it. So this one's directed by Sean Levy. who's known for Night at the Museum. He worked with Hugh Jackman in Real Steel and Ryan Reynolds in Free Guy. So he already has a relationship with those two actors, which is really great. So Marvel's done a great job, I think, at choosing the right director for this. I'm always impressed by, they'll take directors who don't have a whole lot of background, but they'll find the right person, which is really good. And so far, Deadpool and Wolverine is doing pretty well. At least for Rotten Tomatoes, a 97% audience score.
Really?
No, it's only been out for a day or two.
Yeah.
And then 80% on for critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, which is pretty great right out of the gate. Because that, of course, includes early reviews and stuff and early screenings. So we'll kind of see how it goes into it this weekend.
Yeah, and I for what I'm reading and read this morning, I mean, they're going as high as maybe $200 million, which, you know, the box office has been really interesting. The first half of the summer was really bad. I mean, down as much as 40 to 50% from pre-pandemic. But now, especially with Inside Out 2 now being the top-grossing animated movie ever, and
also one of Disney Pixar's biggest success stories.
Yeah. Oh man, and they're so you and I were talking about this the other day around the office here. Pixar needed that.
They did after just a stream of either kind of just okay or not great appealing movies. This one was kind of that success that they need, and it wasn't just good for them for this year, but kind of all time. It's been good for them.
Saw Twisters earlier this week, and I liked. Have you seen it yet?
I haven't seen it.
I liked it. Anyway, I'm looking forward to seeing "Fly Me to the Moon." Scarlett Johansson and I guess Channing Tatum's in that. Are you going to see this Deadpool Wolverine at some point?
Yeah, at some point. I will try for this weekend, but we'll see.
You did the Barbenheimer thing, so you know.
So yeah, it'll be good. Yeah, because you're showing summer blockbusters. I'm not against them. I love them. Like every movie has its time and place to watch. Like I'm kind of more on your kind of higher end kind of film buff for your like Oscar winning ones. This probably isn't going to go anywhere in the Oscars.
Oh, you don't think so? Come on, Gideon. Really? What? Anything else you're looking forward to as far as at the movies?
I'm not really sure what else is coming out soon, but yeah,
we'll talk.
Yeah.
Anyway, Gideon Ratcliffe, he's our movie guy, and right there, it's At the Movies with Gideon. So here coming up, we're going to give away a pair of free movie passes, thanks to the AMC movie theater at Bradley Square Mall. Of course, you can go online, pre-order tickets, but we got tickets, popcorn, and drinks. This does not guarantee you to see Deadpool, but you know, you get a couple of free tickets there. We'll come right back. We'll put a wrap on this morning in just a moment.
This is true.
Why on come to Best Buy Metals?
For 20 years, Best Buy Metals has provided permanent steel roofing. Additionally, we've expanded to manufacture metal siding, including steel, board and batten, and traditional lap siding. We also offer custom pole barns, from a simple roof-only structure to a fully enclosed building. Stop by one of our 7 showrooms today or visit us online 24/7 at bestbuymetalroof.com.
All of that on our website at mymix1041.com.
This news update is brought to you by Kelly Paul with Bender Realty.
Hey there, I'm Kelly Paul, your trusted realtor celebrating 30 years. I will guide you every step of the way.